Blog Talk Radio.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Coach on Fire Radio.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes you fighter. What's that keep it lighter? Doesn't mean I'm over. 'Cause you're...
Hello, so welcome to Create a Life You Love with Sarah Shakespeare. Very, very happy to be here this evening. This is our second episode tonight. Our premiere show 2 weeks ago went extremely well, so I'm excited to get going on to the second episode here. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and who I am. I know a lot of you that are listening follow me on Facebook and Instagram, so you know that I'm into the health and fitness industry, and I've been in the health and fitness industry for the last 25 years, and it's actually the best industry that I could be in. It's really suited me as a career choice, and I'm a big people person, so I know that me having to work with people over these last few years and help them with their lifestyle choices, with their health and with their mindset has been a great place for me to be. So honestly, it hasn't felt like I've been working. It's felt like I've just made a bunch of new friends, and I've been able to work with them constantly each day to just help them with creating a life that they love. So a little bit, about me. I'm married and I live in British Columbia in Canada. As you can hear, I have an English accent. So I was born and raised in England, and I moved to Canada in the year 2000. So I call that my millennium move, and I love it here. I do describe myself as an English girl living in Canada because I love the summer more than the winter. I've never quite adjusted to the snow here, but I must say the summer here is just beautiful. So I love that. And really happy to be living in Canada. It's my dream destination to be here, so very happy about that. What I've been doing most recently with all of my coaching, as you can hear, I'm a new host here on Coach on Fire, but I've also been looking into some co-authoring as well. I had a book come out in May with some other authors called Women Rising, and the story that I put into that book actually describes my story from when I was a young girl until now, and what happened to me as a child, and having these wonderful things instilled in me as a child by my parents, what made me live with a positive mindset. So the story in Women Rising tells you a little bit about why I've been brought up and I've gone my whole life thinking positively. So that's a great story to read, that you get to find out a lot about me and my history. I have a new book coming out actually next week, which is the Sisterhood Folios, and Live Out Loud is the story, and that story actually is about the story of my parents and their life, and that story is called Beginning and Finishing the Story Together. So really interesting. You get to see a bit more about my parents and the people that actually I believe made me who I am today. And the new chapter that I'm working on right now is called Born to Be Me, which is going to be released at the end of the year. And that actually is, it's Born to Be Me. So stand by and see what that one's going to be about. So very happy to be here tonight. I'm so excited to get this opportunity to be online and talk to people and get them to think about wonderful things that they can do to create a life that they love. Some things that I want you to think about each day is about your self-care and the positive mindset. And think about how important that you are. I get to interact with so many people, and, I love to do that because I want to be able to help them create this wonderful life. And we all have a different view of what a wonderful life entails. So that's why when I think about the guests that are coming onto my show each week, everybody that comes online, Create a Life You Love, I always pick the guests with that in mind. So every time you come on and listen, or if you're listening live now or on the replay, it's everybody that comes on is going to have you thinking, they're going to have you inspired, and they're going to have you thinking about what you can do to better your life. And also, it'll actually give you some enthusiasm and some inspiration as well for you to get things, just exactly as you want them to be. I believe that having a positive mindset is the best way to go. Even when things are thrown at us that are not so positive, I really, really speak to people about trying to create a positive mindset in all situations of your life. when I'm speaking on stage, I actually love to do public speaking. And when I'm speaking on stage, all of my speeches are geared around motivation, self-care, good health, positive thinking, and fitness and life goal setting. So it's just about creating a big picture. So I love being on stage. I almost feel like people have to play music in the background, like at the Academy Awards, just to get me off the stage and get me finished upon what I'm speaking about, because I'm so passionate about what I'm speaking about and my message that I'm trying to get across. A lot of you have heard me talk about the 100-year plan, and I feel like I'd like to live for 100 years, so I'm gearing up towards that. And all of my choices that I personally make actually go with the 100-year plan in mind. So I'm healthy, I exercise regularly, and I eat extremely well, and it's all with that, longevity that I want to live in mind. So think about that. Think about how you're worth it, and just think about everything that you do in your life. It really, really helps create your big picture. Now, if you want to find me anywhere, I'm on Facebook under Sarah Shakespeare, of course. If you look for me, I talk about motivation every single day. I talk about the glass is full, because I believe that it's not about having a full glass or an empty glass. I believe it's that you're lucky to have a glass. So I talk about positive mindset each day. I talk about anything of a motivational nature that's going to help you create something amazing for yourself. So I really, really am passionate about that. So follow me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram under Shakespeare Sarah. I'm actually the opposite way around on that one. So have a look for me there. If you need to get hold of me anytime, then my phone numbers are 250-864-2936. That's 250-864-2936. And you can call me, text me to ask me anything or have any communication with me that you'd like. And or Messenger on Facebook. You can get hold of me through Messenger as well. Now, I'm just in the process of having a new website up and running. A great girl is working on it right now, and that is sarahshakespeare.com. So that will be up, I hope, in the next month, and new things are going on there. So everything you need to know about me is going to be on that website. So I would like to introduce the guests that I've got this evening. I've got two amazing ladies that are coming on tonight that I've had the pleasure of meeting a few weeks ago when I was in Miami, and I instantly connected with them, and I loved how their energy was. I loved how they were together. So when it came down to me thinking about which guests I wanted to have on my show and who would align with what I believed in, and also I want to give everybody an opportunity that's listening, an opportunity to be able to just think about every single thing that's out there. I'm a big believer in exercise and nutrition and well-being. But I know there's a lot more out there that helps you create a life you love. So I wanted to make sure that my guests are always got the opportunity to be able to see different kinds of things that help you. So tonight I have Dov and Nicole, who are from the US, and they are consciousness mentors and energy healers. So when I thought about that and I met them, I've been around them a little bit and see what they do, and it's amazing. And what they will discuss tonight is what it really matters to be in your natural state of abundance, and how our choices and beliefs are what disconnects us from intentionally creating the life that we want. So when we think about that, we all have a different idea of what that means. So tonight I want to go through some questions with Nicole and Dov. I've spoken to them previously as well, and it was just an amazing time talking to them. I know you're going to come away with some value tonight. My first guest that I had, Ed Manning, you all got so much value from him. So it was a great start to have him on my premiere show. And I'm really excited to have Nicole and Dov here tonight as well. I'm going to introduce them now and put them on the air so that I can ask them some questions. They're going to tell you a little bit about themselves. And I know you're absolutely going to just be, engaged with this next hour in talking. So I'm going to go over to them right now and introduce them. And I will leave it to them. So I'll just pass you over to them now. Hi, Dov. Hi, Nicole.
So excited to be here. So we're really excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us, Sarah.
Oh, good. Hello. No, honestly,
hello.
I'm so happy to have you on. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Great. I'm so excited to have you on, girls. I really am. When I met you, I knew that you would be the perfect guest to go on for me. So it's actually been great to have you on there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such an honor. And you know what? Congratulations on all this amazing stuff that's going on for you, your books that are coming. And honestly, it's just, it's really exciting to be able to create a platform that you're creating right now for people to think about all the different ways to bring positivity and control into their lives.
Yeah, and it's been perfect because I know that you two do some amazing things that I've been looking into, I've asked you about. So I'm really excited to have you on tonight because I don't do any of the things that you do, so I can't help people in this department. So I know there's a lot of things that I can do from a coaching area, but I want to be able to bring people on where people go, wow, that was different, that was great, and where they're not thinking about how this can help them. So I'm really excited to have you here. Would you like to tell me a little bit about yourself? What do you want to know about Dov and Nicole? Tell us about yourself.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So I'm just going to jump in here with a couple things. And first of all, it's really, you said something really important. It's so beautiful that we all have something different to offer and a different perspective, right? And that's why we can all grow so much from one another in all sorts of different avenues. And Nicole always says, she says, you haven't tried everything, right? And if you certainly have not tried everything if you haven't worked with us, because what we do is very unique. So Nicole and I are consciousness mentors and energy healers. And you know what? We don't love the word healer. We just know that people understand it. But the word healer makes you think, hey, something needs to be fixed in me. Something's broken. And the way we look at it is very much that you just need to remember, and you need to have context, and you need to remember your power and get the right perspective, because the truth is you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that we need to heal. So we are in a very special relationship, a very deep sacred union. We use the word sacred union. For us, it is this relationship with a lot of purpose, and that purpose and that relationship and that conscious love, right? Nicole likes to talk about conscious love. That conscious love is what brought us into the work that we do right now. And our background has brought us through a variety of difficulty. And as we went through that difficulty and we faced it together, we really started to consciously work further than just being a couple. A lot of times people focus on, okay, just being in the relationship, that's the focus. And after a while, we realized, you know what? There's purpose. There's a why. There's a growth. There's an evolution to the relationship.
Yeah, totally. When Dov and I met, I was a mess. I had a 20-year, almost like off and on 20-year heroin addiction. I was an athlete, Sarah. Actually, when I was in high school, I played a little professional soccer in my time. And lost it all because of drugs, my life, my upbringing, and there was a lot of trauma and things that went on that I didn't really know how to cope with, and so it led me to using drugs. And so when I met Dov, we went through that together, and it was hard. And what I can see was this unconditional love that she showed me, and this no judgment of self really led me into not judging myself and into this is the work that I do. Not judging myself, not judging others, showing people how to not judge themselves and to be unapologetic for who they are and give them the space to really create the life that they want. We're so hard on ourselves. We judge ourselves by, what society judges. We divide each other by our race and all these different things. And Dov and I really try to show people how they are divided from their self. And even when we're divided with others, we're divided with self. And when we're divided with self, we're divided from these energies, the universe, God, whatever you like to call it. And we're not tapping into our true potential when we're separated from self. And so when we talk about abundance, it's a natural state. When we take away all the stuff that divide us from that connection to this all-power, all-knowing that I've been able to, and Dov has been able to tap into, oh my goodness, everything falls into place. So everyone, we talk to some of our clients and they're just like, if I fix X, Y, and Z, maybe it'll get better. It's like, no. If you fix what's going on inside of you, then the outside automatically changes. The relationships start to change. You're loving yourself. You're loving others. Wow, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, the relationship I have with my family now. The people that are in my life. When we start to really connect with ourselves, we start to connect with those that are supposed to be in our lives, We're not attaching ourselves to things that are not good for us. And there's so many great things that happen when we just simply, we're going to talk a lot about the work that we do. When we do the work,